family. It is New Year's Eve, December the 31st, and I am headed to run errands today. I have a few stops I need to make. It is a rainy, cold, and dreary morning here. Tomorrow will be clear, and then after that we are calling for colder temperatures and snow. Colder temperatures and snow, then back in the 50s by the weekend. Welcome to Arkansas weather. I am in my truck because I need to pick up some hay and straw for the rabbit cages. And I have my parcels here that I need to put in the post today. And I'm going to stop and pick up some veggie straws because that's another thing I enjoy. And yeah, so I'm gonna make my rounds this morning. Right now we're probably not gonna ride today. It is cold and raining, and I know that Miss Marianne probably will not want to get out. I think she is about at the end of her rope, just with everything that's going on with her brother. And also, what is on my chin? No, I forget I don't have a mirror on the side of my truck. I figure she's about at the end of the rope with everything that's happening with her brother. You know, she is the sole provider for her family in a lot of ways, in the sense of emotional support, plus she has a lot of financial support she gives out to people, plus the barn. I mean, the barn is a lot of emotional toll on her. I mean, in a good way, but also sometimes in not such a good way. And I think she's probably worn out. We texted back and forth quite a while last night because I think she doesn't really have anybody she can talk to that's not family besides, well, I mean, me. She considers me family, but I'm outside of the loop, as it were, in terms of judgment. Plus, I've been down this road with caretaking before, and she has too. And it's dredging up a lot of the old fears and concerns that she had. So I told her, I said, well, if nothing else, let's just at least go spend some time with some horses on New Year's Day. Because my granddad always said, whatever you do on New Year's Day, you do all year long. So I definitely want to get my hands on my horses on New Year's Day. But anyhow, so I'm going to run my errands, and I'm going to come home and see how the rest of the day plays out. I don't really know how that'll be, other than I know I got to feed and water. So let's get on with our last day of a Vlogmas for 2018. And of course, got to stop at Sonic. Thanks to the generosity of a couple of people, I got some Sonic gift cards. So yay! Even better, Sonic gift cards. So getting a drink and a little snack to get me started on my day, and then we're going to head to the post office, then the bank, then Walmart, then the feed store. Yay for errand day. Well, I got my packages mailed. My receipt is 2 foot long, but they're mailed. Everybody's packages are going out. So anyway, yeah, at least I can say I got them out in 2018, right? Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna head on and do the rest of my... Have I ever embroidered a tea towel? No. Do I keep buying these things like I'm going to? Yes. I'm gonna embroider some tea towels this year if I don't do anything else. The snowmen are super cute. And then there was some little doggies, and of course I'm sucker. I think I have this already, but I wanted to be sure. Anyway, looks like I'm going to learn to embroider tea towels. Yes. Well, I am at the feed store, and I had just texted Miss Marianne about meeting up, and she messaged me back. We lost Uncle Bill this morning. It's totally out of the blue. Totally unexpected. No, absolutely no reason for it. No explanations. Sounds to me like he probably had a cerebral hemorrhage or a massive stroke. She's in shock. I'm in shock. she's just going through doing the things that she has to do right now. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm just totally blown. My mind is blown right now. Well, I am back home. I have fed and watered outside already. And ate some lunch. Well, started to fix my lunch. I haven't eaten my lunch yet. I guess it's going to be kind of a slupper because it's 3:15, so it's late lunch, early supper, I guess you could say. I updated the posts for the make-alongs with some hashtags if you wanted to use them on social media. Also, I'm thinking about starting another one, and we'll talk about it in just a minute. We'll see. But I'm participating in the Big Comfy Doghouse's Year of Lace knit-along. And I'm probably going to... This yarn, they said to use a solid or semi-solid, and this is what I'm going to use. Because I can't be normal. But it's named after the shop dog at the Twisted Pearl, and I love this yarn, and I've been looking for a good pattern to use with it. So I think I'm going to use this. It's called Loki, and it's Leon Alexander yarns. And it's a beautiful sparkly yarn, and then that pattern also has beads, so it's going to be like a super sparkly barkly scarf when it's done. So we'll see. I may regret my choice, but I don't think I will. I'll make it work. But I also picked out the basket weave cowl, which is a free pattern on Ravelry, for my Farmer's Almanac installment, because this is a colorway from String Theory Colorworks. It's a self-striping, and the way that cowl is knit, it's knit crossways, and then it's knit in a long piece, and then you seam it. So I think this self-striping yarn will work. Hello, Simon. Simon had a little wig out a while ago because he found the catnip mice that Miss Marianne had gotten us for Christmas, and he's been having a little bit of a fit. But this is a colorway called Hawking Radiation, and since Stephen Hawking's birthday is in January, I thought this would be a perfect yarn to choose. I've had this since March of last year when he passed away, and I think this would be a perfect yarn to use for my January installment to the Farmer's Almanac make-along. So hang on just a second, and I'll come back and tell you what I'm thinking about the other. Okay, it goes back to my Aunt Martha's transfers here, and I have several others, and I also have some embroidery packages. I have not done embroidery. I've never embroidered on a dish towel. I have done embroidery, but I've never done the dish towel sets using the transfers. So I got to thinking, maybe we need to have a Never Have I Ever make-along this year, where you can pick out something that you've never done, whether it's knit a sweater, or embroider dish towels, or tat, or make a basket. One thing that never have I ever done, and do that. Never have I ever. I think that's a cool idea. I think I like that. So I think I may run that one from like January 1st until my birthday, and then run something else from because my birthday is July 2nd, so that would get us halfway through almost the year, or little over halfway through the year. So yeah, I think that's, what do y'all think about that? Never have I ever. And I would use like embroidery for mine, because I have never embroidered dish towels before. So yeah, so Baxter is after a mouse. Anyway, I've been talking with Miss Marianne and Amber and Tommy. They're making the arrangements for Uncle Bill's services this afternoon, and I'll know more about that later. So I am going to get back to my knitting. I've got to go get my receipt and send everybody their tracking numbers here in just a little bit. My receipt's like 2 miles long. But anyway, yeah. So we'll be back in a little while. Well, we're having a wild New Year's Eve here on the farm, as you can see from Smiley looking over my shoulder. I just got offline with my virtual knitting group. No, Barn Kitty, don't be ill. Quit. And I have been working on my cowl. I'm starting strapping in my new color here, so this will be the 5th color on it, and I am just ending the 4th repeat of the small section, or the 5th total repeat of the pattern. So I'm hoping to get this done in the next 2 or 3 days. I've got... I'm sorry, 4th repeat. Yeah, 4th repeat of the little section, and I have to do 6 more. So I'm hopeful in the next 2 or 3 days I can get this finished and get started on working on some shawls I need to finish up. But I'm going to try to record a podcast tomorrow. Miss Marianne has contacted me about Uncle Bill's arrangements, and they are just going to have a small family wake at the house. She's actually going to have him cremated on Wednesday, and then there will be a small family gathering at the house at some date to be determined after that. I appreciate everybody's kind words. You know, it's a terrible loss. You know, he's the reason I'm riding Flame. I mean, he helped me get started back with her. And if it hadn't been for him, I wouldn't be on her again. So it's a big loss for everybody at the barn. But tomorrow I'm going to record a podcast. I'm going to do the first day hike at our local state park in the morning. And then I'm going to come back and hope to record a podcast where I'm going to talk about all the new make-alongs coming up this year. I'm working on a couple more, so there's going to be several to choose from. And I'm also going to draw prize winners for the Share the Warmth and the I Am Worth It make-along prizes. So be watching for that. And we're going to talk about the Gregorian calendar and what old Christmas is. Hi, Wally. Talk about what old Christmas is. Hi, Wally. I love you. He's a good boy. They're already trying to get me to go to bed. We're a wild New Year's Eve crew around here. Talk about what old Christmas is, and talk about some plans for the future for crafting and also the farm. So I hope you guys have enjoyed Vlogmas. I have really enjoyed sharing a little bit of what my life is about. You know, this is just me. I didn't sugarcoat anything, really. This is just me. So I hope that you have enjoyed it. I have enjoyed the feedback I've gotten from everybody. So be sure and tell your folks about the make-alongs. If you think anybody would be interested, having them go over to the Ravelry group and check it out. And I will see y'all soon. So until I talk to y'all again, y'all be good to each other and take care of each other. What, Barn Kitty? And peace out, y'all. Bye. Happy Vlogmas. Happy New Year's Eve. And I'll see y'all for a podcast tomorrow.